All right, go ahead and take a seat, please. Thank you. Go ahead and take a seat. And you don't need to be talking, so close the mouths. Teachers, if I need names of kids talking while I or anyone else is up here talking, please let me know, and I will gladly assign infractions, detentions, and whatnot. Unfortunately, we've been pretty, I've had to assign a few already, and I don't like that. That's not a part of my job that I enjoy. So please, guys, pull it together. It's school. you gotta abide by certain things in certain ways. Mrs. Beal was gonna do these announcements. She's stuck in a meeting, so I'm gonna take her announcements real quick. I don't know what specifics she wanna get into, so I'm kinda just reading them off right now. Take it for what it is. First thing, sixth graders, please stop running places. There's no need, it's not necessary, so be careful. We don't want you to get hurt. We don't want you to fall. We don't want you to have something happen to you. So you don't need to run everywhere. There's plenty of time. I promise you, stop running. We had to tell the seventh graders that last year as well. So walk on the right of the halls. You guys have been doing much better with that. I've been able to stand in my little spot. Some of you are like, do you ever leave this spot? No, I stand there the whole day. Of course I leave that spot. Come on, that'd be ridiculous. So make sure that you are walking to the right of the halls. You don't need to push each other. Don't need to shove. If there's any issues with you being late because of just crowding, let me know. We'll work with you. We'll help you out. But please walk on the right of the halls. Don't push, don't touch each other. Just walk like normal human beings. All right. Don't carry any sharp objects with you in the hallway, mainly pencils, pens. We don't want anybody to get stabbed or shanked along the way. It's not good. It's a lot of paperwork for me and the nurses, and we'd rather not have to write, little Jimmy got stabbed in the side with a pencil. It's not fun. And Jimmy's not having fun either. Trust me, this dude's not having fun because he got stabbed with a pencil. So keep all the stuff like that in your bags. Walk to the right. Don't run. A big issue, this is one directly from me, is continue cleaning up after lunch. It's gotten a little worse as we've gone on, as days have gone on. Again, I promise you, I can find where you sat. And if I come across a table that's a disaster, I will find you and you will be cleaning the lunch area for a month. Do not do that to yourself. You don't want to clean up after you guys. Trust me, I've done it. It's not fun. So clean up after lunch. It's really not that hard. You grab what you've eaten or whatever garbage is left and take it, just put it in the garbage. It's so easy. I don't know why we have a hard time with it, but I'm trusting that you guys will pull it together and make sure that's okay. Make sure you're in uniforms. Some of us, we've had to have some reminders on that. Some infractions have gone out. But for uniforms, make sure you're in the right thing. It is super lenient. Like I said last week, when I was a kid, we had like barely any options. We had a couple colors of collar shirts. We had to wear pants. You guys have it really good. So understand what the uniform code is. And when we correct it, it's only a notification to help you so you don't get in trouble in other classes, and so on and so forth. So please just be mindful of the uniforms. I have some Talpies and Beal Bucks. Some of you have been asking, how do you get a Talpie? How do you get a Beal Buck? They don't trust me with them. I'm very generous. It's got my face on it, so I'm like, yeah, here you go. I think my face should, yeah, definitely. If you liked a picture of me, well, for whatever reason, yeah, here you go. But I'm not trusted with them anymore because I give them out too much. So we can't have that many in circulation, otherwise they won't be valuable. It's just like the dollar. It's all economics, guys. Talk to Miss Foland about it. It's very, very easy to understand. So we do want to give out some Talpies and Beal Bucks, and you asked how you can get them. Well, this is how. This first young lady, she helped a new student in class by providing him with one of her extra notebooks. So a young man was in trouble. He needed an extra notebook. So instead of getting an infraction, this young lady gave him her notebook, an extra one that she had. And so Shy Brown, if you could come down, you will get a Talpie or a Beal Buck. Man, I got a bunch of them up here. You want a Talpie or Beal Buck? What are you feeling? Talpie? That's what I'm talking about, Shy. Look at that guy on there. Look at that handsome devil. All right, next one. We got two. These two young ladies stayed back yesterday after the new student lunch, and they helped clean up. So we are very grateful to them for that. We thank them. So Haley Brown, Megan Ward, if you guys want to come down, help out. Why did I call it? Am I got it right? Who is that? And now they're tripping her, trying to come up. That's so messed up. Why would they do that to you? Talpies or Beer Books? What do we want? Talpy, that's what I'm talking about. Talpy or Bill Buck? Talpy, Bill Buck. Which one? Which one you want? Talpy or Bill Buck? You're new. You have no idea what I'm even talking about, right? Look, money with my face on it. How awesome is that? What you want, Miss Beals? Miss Beals? It's one's the homework, one's to get out of an infraction. She's already knows she's infraction, definitely. All right, so glad Mrs. Beal wasn't here to see that. She gets jealous because Talpies are pretty valuable, not gonna lie. All right, let's see what else we got. That is it. I'll be back up in a couple minutes to do one of my favorite segments called Feel Good Friday, but we have Mrs. Purdick who's going to play a game. I don't see it. There she is. Mrs. Purdick's gonna play a game. Give it up for Miss Purdick. Yeah!
Hello, middle school. Are you guys ready to do our Friday fun game? So, okay, listen up. We're gonna start off the year. Listen up. We're gonna start off this school year with an oldie but goodie. It's called Simon Says. So here, listen up. I got a bag full of treats. So here's what we're gonna do. Teachers, I do need your help with this because some people forget that they were out and then they keep standing. So I love playing games, but I don't like playing games with cheaters. So cheater, pumpkin eater. We're gonna have integrity and then we're gonna have some good old fun. So I want everybody to stand up. Listen to me. You have two options. You're gonna put your hands on your head or you're gonna put your hands on your back. Head, back. You have to have both hands. You can't be like this. Hold on. That does not work. Teachers, you're gonna help me. Here we go. The rule is, if you've never played Simon Says and you've lived under a rock your whole life, Simon Says, you're gonna do it. If I tell you to do something, but I don't say Simon Says, then you're out. Here we go. We'll do a slow start. Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Both hands have to be there in order to get counted. Okay, Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your head. Oh, okay, here we go. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Hands on your head. Okay, we gotta go a little bit faster. Put your hands on your head. Oh, dang, you guys are easy. Here we go. Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Simon says, ooh, you're out. You moved them. Go ahead, sit down. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your head. Oh, okay, in the back. It's not a good time to be tall. I can see you. Okay, Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Put your hands on your head. That was a trick. Okay, that was a trick. Simon said, that was a trick. Calm down. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Okay, Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Now I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna add a third one. Hands on the head, hands on the back. Now we're gonna do hand on the nose. I'm gonna add that in. Here we go. Put your hands on your nose. Oh, you right there, you're out. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go. Simon Says, put your hands on your nose. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your head. Oh, gosh. Okay, teachers, how we doing? Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your nose. Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your nose. Simon Says, put your hands on your nose. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Ooh, you moved it. Okay. You guys are too good. I'm trying to get y'all out. Simon Says, we're gonna add hands, back, nose, knees. Oh, stop your whining. Stop your whining. I mean, we could go to math class early. Here we go. Go ahead, put your hands on your knees. Oh, okay. Man. Okay, put your hands on your nose. Here we go. Pay attention. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. This one right here. This one right here. Your hands are on your head, love. I said hands on your back. This one right here behind you. This one right here. Yes, you. You, yeah, you. There you go. Okay. Simon Says, put your hands on your nose. Oh, okay, good. Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Put your hands on your back. I'm trying. I don't even know if I can get these people out. Simon Says, put your hands on your knees. Oh, wait, you're right. That's me. Simon Says, put your hands on your nose. Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Oh, okay. Simon Says, put your hands. I keep saying Simon Says. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Simon Says, put your hands on your knees. Put your hands on your head. I wish I had a picture of that. That was brilliant. Sit down. Okay. How are we doing, guys? Simon Says, put your hands on your nose. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Simon Says, put your hands on your knees. Put your hands on your back. Oh, that one's out. Okay. Simon Says, put your hands on your nose. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Put your hands on your nose again. Simon Says, put your hands on your knees. Put your hands on your knees. Put your hands on your knees. Y'all are all having your hands. I'm not saying Simon Says. So does that mean everybody's out in one shot? I didn't say it the third time. Okay. You guys, listen, if I say Simon Says, put your hands on your knees, and then next time I say put your hands on your knees, but I don't say Simon Says, you got to take your hands off your knees. Here we go. Okay, start over. Put your hands on your head. Oh, wow, both of y'all. Okay. Okay, here we go. Pay attention. Put your hands on your knees. Put your hands on your back. Oh, wow, that one out. There you go. Have a seat. Simon Says, put your hands on your nose. Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Put your hands on your knees. Oh, you moved. Here we go. Sit down, don't argue. Sit down. If a teacher says you're out, you're out. Stop with the whining. Here we go. Simon Says, put your hands on your knees. Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Put your hands on your nose. Don't interrupt me. Who's out? Do I have like 100 candy bars to get out, or I got to get this down? Okay, here we go. Everybody start over. Put your hands on your knees. Oh, okay. Simon Says, put your hands on your knees. Put your hands on your knees. If you still have your hands on your knees, sit down. Everybody's gonna end up getting a towel out of this. What am I gonna do? Keep going. Okay, let's add this. Hands, back, nose, knees. You ready? Mouth. Ooh, I don't know, because some of y'all don't wash your hands. I'm not about to spread. We'll do it. Put your butt in the seat. Put your rear end in the seat. We'll say sit down. Here we go. All right, everybody sit down. We'll start over. Oh, okay. Everybody stand up. If you're standing, sit down. Sit down, because I said stand up. Okay, here we go. Everybody, here we go. Simon Says, put your hands on your back. Simon Says, put your hand on your nose. Touch your head. Oh, you're not even playing. Okay, what do we got? Simon Says, sit down. Simon Says, sit down. Simon Says, sit down. You're still standing, so you're out. If you're standing, sit down, because I said Simon Says, sit down. Simon Says, stand up. Not everybody, just the people that are playing. People, calm down. Simon Says, put your hands on your head. Simon Says, put your hand on your back. Touch your knees. Teachers, come on, we gotta help. Okay, everybody start over. Here we go. Well, the people that are playing. Go ahead and have a seat. Okay, stand up. Huh, out, out, out. All of y'all, out, 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 out. If you're standing, sit down. You're out. You're not listening. Help me out, Mr. Talpash. What do I got? Who do I have left?
As fun as this is, and don't get me wrong, I'm having a blast. You can pick one from each grade.
Okay, let's do that. Teachers, help me out. Look at your section. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. You, come on up. Come on down. What grade are you? What grade are you? What grade are you? 7th grade. 6th graders, where are you at? Are you out or in? Come on, come on. 8th graders. 8th graders. Where are you at? 8th graders. Oh, y'all were all out. I'm not coming over there. Yeah, come up here. Pick. Who? Michaela, come on. Mickey, come on up, Mickey. Okay, hey, congratulate your 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. Congratulations, we'll play a game next week. Peace.
All right. Let's rein it back in a little bit. Always fun to follow Miss Purdick. Now everybody's insane. All right. All right. Cross country. You are dismissed at this point. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to do anything else. But if you are on cross country, go ahead and head out for your meet at this point. All right, all 2 of them. That's good. That's good. We were very worried about that. 2 people. All right. All right, guys, listen up. Again, teachers, if anyone's talking, go ahead and give the infraction. Let me know. I will take care of it. This segment's called Feel Good Friday. It's something I do every Friday for Homebase. I like it. It's positive. It's something positive. There's a lot of negativity in the world. There's a lot of bad stuff that we can read about, look at, see what's going on. But I love to bring some little bit of positivity to us in our Fridays as we head into the weekend. So this one is kind of just like my family and I, we got to go to Alaska over the summer and had an awesome time. We got to see these amazing, huge mountains, still with snow on them in the summer. We got to see, a bunch of land that just humans haven't messed up or done anything to. And so we just had an unbelievable time. And I love animals. My family loves animals. We love seeing, animals in the wild. And we got to see an eagle. So I got a picture of an eagle flying over us here. It's kind of blurry, but that's a bald eagle. Just flew right over us. And I thought that was super, super cool. It just goes and lands on a light. Like eagles over there are like pigeons here, so you see them everywhere. It's like, man, I wish I kind of lived there. I don't kind of wish I lived there because it's cold, but that was really cool. The next one, our ship went up to an iceberg, and we were just sitting there checking the iceberg out, and there were these huge chunks of ice that would fall off of the iceberg, and then like seals would jump up on them. So I found these little seals over by the iceberg. And literally, they were just right there. It was so cool. One of them's like, yeah, I'm out of here. And then this little guy's like, oh, yeah, this huge ship's coming at me. So he left, too. So I thought that was super cool as well. And then the last one, which I thought was awesome, was I didn't see any bears in the wild, but we went to this sanctuary where if a mother bear is killed for whatever reason, the baby bears are taken to this sanctuary and they're able to live and continue on and flourish. So they had like these different sections, and I saw these bears here, and one of them had a dodgeball, right? And I don't know what's wrong with the thing, if we can actually show the bears. But one of them like had the dodgeball, and the other guy on the right takes it away from him. And like they were kind of sad about it. And then the other guy just puts his head down. He's like, well, I guess my dodgeball's gone. So he was upset about that. And the other guy kind of just like made fun of him now by putting his head up on the tire too. He's like, oh yeah, you're sad about it? It's great. Don't really care. He didn't care. She's like, look, cry baby. Awesome time in Alaska. We had a blast, and just going through these memories made me feel good. Hope it made you feel good too. Super awesome time. Definitely recommend it if you're ever able to go there. Awesome stuff. Next up, we have Miss Erin and Miss Amanda. They are going to give us our chapel to Homebase. So here you go, Erin and Amanda.
Okay, hi. So what I took away from chapel was that David was a shepherd for all of his sheep, and he went out to go get that one lamb that strayed away from the rest of them, and he spent all of his time and went out of his way to go get that one lamb. And that's what Jesus does for us. So he goes out, and if one of us strays away from his word or just anything in general, he will go out and take us back, and he will do anything for us because he'll never leave your side. And then Aaron.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I would say that Jesus is like our shepherd because he makes sure that we stay in line with the word and that he shows us times and times again that he loves us and that he just keeps us in line. And Miss Love you for birthdays.
All right, thanks Aaron and Amanda. Guys, I don't know about you, but I've missed celebrating birthdays with you guys this summer. So for our 6th graders who are new to middle school Homebase, we celebrate birthdays every Friday, birthdays coming up. So what we say is, if you have a birthday coming up, your name will be on the screen, and we want you to stand, and we want to celebrate you. We want to say happy birthday, and then we will pray. So if you have a birthday coming up, here we go. We've got Timothy, David, Joel, Braden, Christian, Malachi, Kobe, Joshua, Dennis, Lorenzo, and Lydia. If that's you, stand up. But also, if you had an August birthday, go ahead and stand up too, even if your name is not on the screen. All the August birthdays, we didn't get to celebrate you yet. So look to someone near you who's standing, tell them happy birthday, tell them we love them, and we do. All right, happy birthday, guys. Keep standing, keep standing. All right, now what we do is we get super quiet. So let's get super quiet, okay? We get quiet and we extend our hand to someone near you who has a birthday, who's standing up. And we are going to pray our birthday blessing over them. So everyone is quiet, eyes are closing, hands are out. And let's pray together. May the Lord bless you. May he fill you with abundant joy and peace. May he wrap his arms of love and protection around you as we celebrate you today and in this year to come. And everybody said, Amen and happy birthday. I think it is the end. So I think it's time to dismiss. So what's gonna happen today, we're gonna have our 6th grade enrichment friends go to enrichment today for the very first time. So I think we've got something on the screen that's gonna show us where you are headed, 6th graders. We've got some changes, all right? So take a look. You can read it for yourselves, figure out where you're headed if you're on the screen here. And then everybody else go to the same place that you think that you're supposed to be going. Make sense? Thumbs up, 6th grade? Amazing. Our 7th and 8th graders, you are staying put because we've got to talk about small groups, all right? So at this time, 6th graders, arise, have fun in enrichment. We love you. Have a blast and happy Friday. Have a great weekend. 7th and 8th graders, stay where you are, and we're gonna chat. I'll be right back. You guys are really spread out. This is kind of weird. Let's do this. Let's have our 8th graders over here. Just go ahead and transition this way so we're a little closer. Perfect, thank you. Miss Sherbikoff, everyone. All right. Thank you. All righty. You guys. All right, 7th and 8th grade, go ahead and get settled. 8th graders that are moving. And we'll go ahead and get started. All right. As you know, hopefully, small groups are starting 1 week from today. All right, so next week, when you come to Homebase, you'll come to Homebase like normal, all right? And then from there, we will dismiss you to your small groups. You don't know who your small group is yet, correct? Hopefully by now, well, it's too late now, but hopefully between the time frame that you were supposed to, you submitted your small group form. We are in the process of looking at them, putting them together. It'll be great, okay? So what you need to know is in the next week or so, in the middle school hallway, probably by like Miss Sherbikoff's room, you will, and for the 8th graders over in the high school building on the wall, we will have your assignments for you and where to meet. So you'll know who's in your group, who your leader is, and where you will head after Homebase, all right? So that's kind of where we should be. All right. First, I want to give you guys the why behind small groups, okay? So why do we set aside time each and every Friday to meet together in small groups? So we have a verse that our small groups are rooted in, and it is this. Follow along on the screen with me. It's Hebrews 10, 24, and 25, and it says, "Let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds, not giving up meeting together, as some are in the habit of doing, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching." So what I want to highlight to you guys is this concept of meeting together. We think small groups are so valuable to meet together that we set aside almost a whole class each week to do that, to get into community, to grow together as friends, to grow together as you are pursuing Jesus in your individual walk with the Lord, to connect with your small group leader. This time is huge, right? This is teaching you guys how to be in community. And hopefully beyond 7th and 8th grade, even beyond high school, when you have high school small groups, you will continue this pattern of community wherever you end up next. All right, so we love small groups. It is a time of community. It is a time of togetherness, growing individually, but also growing together socially and spiritually. You can also see up here, we have 3 core values for small groups, and these are them. Ready? Number 1, small groups are a place where every student has a person and a place. Small groups are where we do life together, and small groups are where we grow together. And ultimately, if we're being honest, it really comes down to you guys taking ownership and taking these core values seriously, right? You guys have the choice to make small group a place where every person in that group belongs, where every person in that group not just knows, but believes that they have a person. You could be that person for someone. As a small group leader, you can be that person for a student. All right, you also have the chance to make someone in your group not just know that they can do life with you, but that they would desire and want to do life with you, all right? And then lastly, where we grow together, you could be super vital in one of the friends in your group's life in their growth, whether that's socially or spiritually. You guys have the power to be a really important piece in their life, that they remember you. You were a student that encouraged them to do whatever it is to grow closer to the Lord in their faith, all right? So that's the why behind small groups. So I hope that you guys, this isn't just something that you see once and never think about ever again, but as you're moving into groups next week and each and every week, that you would remember that you guys have the power to make someone feel like they belong, that they have a place, right? That you make them feel and know and want to do life with you, okay? And that you can be vital in someone else's growth with the Lord, all right? So those are our core values. So now is like the nitty-gritty time. We talk about the expectations. And as a small group leader, if you are in here, you know the expectations of the students. So now we're gonna make the students aware of those expectations. Everyone put up 5. Show me 5. We've got the big 5 expectations of small groups, all right? And I'm gonna break them down a little bit for you. Number 1, go to your small group, okay? Small group is not an option, okay? Small group, the small group that you are assigned is gonna be your group that you meet with each and every week. Just like you are assigned a class, you're assigned a group where you will go each and every week. Even if you don't feel like going to small group, you're gonna what? You're gonna go. You're gonna go to small groups, okay? So that's the first expectation of you. In addition to that, to keep you accountable to showing up to that small group, your small group leaders are gonna take attendance. They're gonna know if you're there, okay? And they want you to be there, and they wanna be there, so they want you to be there, okay? You are expected to be with your leader and your group the entirety of that small group time, right? We're not gonna leave group to go roam the halls. We're not gonna leave group to go find a friend in another group. We're not even gonna leave group to go find another teacher and ask them a question about class or homework. You are in that group time for the amount of time that group goes for, all right? So number 1, go to group. Everybody say, go to group. Perfect. You're gonna go to group next week. All right, number 2, everyone hold up 2. I see some of you. Some of you are falling asleep on me. Number 2. Number 2, respect your leaders. Here's what's really cool. Your leaders want to be with you. They find joy having this time with you, but it becomes increasingly more joyful when there's mutual respect, amen? So respecting your peers is the second thing. Respecting your leaders. Let me flip. There we go. Respecting your leaders is the second thing. We always do, but we have amazing small group leaders this year that want to do life with you. They want to serve you well. They want to love you well. So let's respect them from the very beginning. In return, they're taking time from their day. Some of our leaders aren't just our teachers, which our teachers are amazing. Round of applause for our teachers who are here, small group leaders. We love you all. We also have some parent leaders who are taking maybe off work to come and be with you. That's pretty amazing, right? That's pretty cool. We have coaches. We have even leaders from our church here at Calvary that are taking time out of their work day to spend it with you guys because they want to get to know you. So make that an even more joyful process for them by respecting them, okay? Number 3, let me see a 3. Amazing. Number 3, respect your peers, okay? We are always to treat one another with love and kindness and respect at all times, period. In group time too. Whether you end up being with a group of your best friends, or maybe you just end up with one friend that you requested on your form, okay? We are expecting you to be kind, to be loving to every single person in your group at all times, all right? A really easy way to do this is to just be present. When someone in your group is sharing, be attentive. That is showing respect, right? Just like in class, when you're not talking, when the teacher's talking, you're respecting them. You want to show your peers that you are respecting. You're saying, hey, what you're saying is valuable to me, right? So give them that attention. Be present with them. Show them that what they're saying holds value to you. And treat them how you would want to be treated, right? If you're sharing something, you probably don't want all of your friends or the people in your group talking over you, right? You're not going to feel very loved or heard or cared for or valued by them. So keep in mind how you would want to be treated, right? And first and foremost, we're honoring God through respecting our peers during this time and always. All right, number 4. Let me see number 4. Okay. Number 4 is maintain small group atmosphere. You might be like, what does that mean? Remembering the purpose of small groups, okay? Small group should not, hear me guys, small group should not and will not turn into a time of gossiping, okay? It's not gonna turn into a study hall. It's not gonna turn into a time where you're working on homework. This is purposeful time that we set aside in the day for you to grow together. So maintain small group atmosphere. We believe in the power of this time, and we encourage you to really take ownership of it, all right? Number 5. Where's my 5? Number 5. Thank you. Number 5 is abide by the middle school technology rules, okay? We want you, as cheesy as this may sound, I'm gonna say it. We want you to connect with each other, not to connect with your devices. And I know that we have technology rules to begin with that are throughout the whole entire school day when you're in the building. Guess what? Those apply during small group time. So your cell phone is gone, it's away, it's in your bag, it's turned off, it's in the locker, it's not on you, right? Just like it's not on you right now, it's not on you. Chromebooks, unless your small group leader has an intention or a purpose in you using your Chromebook, and they tell you that, they tell you to get it out, then keep your Chromebook away, all right? Connect with one another, okay? And some really beautiful things can happen through that. I think that's all about technology. Okay, one more thing before I invite up some amazing 9th graders who are gonna share a little bit about their middle school small group experience is this. Tune in if you're not listening now, all right? Everything that is talked about in group can stay in small group, all right? However, there are some things that your small group leader will make you aware of in your very first meeting next Friday that if they hear you say something that falls into the category of 3 things, then they cannot keep it between themselves and you, okay? It will make more sense when your leaders meet with you and tell you that. But we want you to build trust with your small group leaders, but we want you to also know that there are some things that will not be able to be kept between yourself and your leader, all right? So you'll understand more what that means when you meet with your small group leader. They will let you know what those things are, okay? Make sense? Hopefully. All right, at this time, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to introduce you, maybe you know them, maybe you don't, to 2 of our 9th graders, Miss Caroline Combs and Mr. Charlie Purdick. And they're gonna take a seat. All right, welcome guys. Raise your hand if you know one or both of these amazing people. Ooh, all right. All right, we love interviews here, all right? So we're gonna interview Charlie and Caroline, if I can get on my chair, about their experience in middle school small groups. So I'm just gonna ask them some questions and we're gonna have a conversation. All right, sound good? Who wants to start? Okay, Caroline is voluntold. All right. First question for you. If you could give these students, specifically thinking about our 7th graders who have never been in a CCA small group before, if you could give them one piece of advice, what would you tell them as they're moving into groups next week?
I would say like take advantage of like the people like you're around and like just like use them as like your friends, because I've had the same small group since 7th grade, and that's where I really like I was going through stuff in 7th grade where I was trying to find out who I was, and I was trying to find out who my real friends were, and I found them in small groups. And I had amazing leaders, and I had those friends that I'm still friends with today in 9th grade. So I would just say find your friends and like put the people down who you want in your small group to like go through it. Even yeah, that's what I would say.
Hey. All right, I would say like pick your friends wisely, because like in middle school I went from like friend group to friend group to friend group, and I realized that like the people who I hang around, like I start to become more like them. So if I'm hanging around like some mad kids, then I'll start to I'll start to use a reputation, and I'll start to be that influence to others like who I hang around. But if like you fall into like a good group, you fall into like a friend group with like good kids, you're gonna start acting like more like Christ. You're gonna start having like yeah, it'll just be really good. And yeah.
Awesome. Good advice, guys. I love it. All right, next question. How did your middle school small group help you to grow in your faith?
So I had 2 amazing leaders. In 7th grade, Miss Purdick, and then in 8th grade, I had Miss Williams. And so these leaders, they really like brought what Christ was to me in small groups, and I saw that and how they treated other people and how they treated us in my group and how they treated students, especially Miss Purdick and how she treats all of you guys. I see Christ in that, and how Miss Williams treats you guys. They treat you guys with love and care, and everyone does. And so that's like I saw Christ through them, and that's how they taught me Christ in small groups.
for me, like I kind of saw like small groups as like a sanctuary for me. Like it was like a place of like it's like a time to like separate yourself from the world, sanctify yourself. It's time to grow in faith. And my small group leader back there, Mr. Yu, yeah, he was probably. I loved having him as a small group leader in 8th grade. He would him and all my other friends, they would just like encourage me to grow in my faith. I didn't feel ashamed to like say, hey, like, do you guys want to pray or something? I just like felt encouraged. And in my 7th grade small group, I had my dad, Mr. Purdick. And at the beginning, we all shared our testimonies, and I could see like what everyone was going through. So yeah, that was really good.
That's awesome. Thanks, Charlie. All right. How did you feel, or did you feel, a sense of community and belonging in your middle school small group? And if so, why do you think that was?
So obviously, I felt like I definitely had community in my small group because it was people I already know. I've like grown up with these people that were in my small groups. I got into church with them. I grew up with the Calvary here. But also, I felt community because as we like got older, we like listened to each other and we developed that and we developed deeper friendships. So I definitely felt community through that and with other groups. And especially in the Bahamas, you 8th graders, you're gonna have so much fun there, especially with your color groups. I know, especially after the Bahamas, we got together with my guy group so many times. It was amazing. So definitely, you're going to enjoy that so much and take advantage of that as well. You'll hear about that more in the 2nd semester. But yeah, that's how I felt community was with the people that, because I already known these people and like they listened and we grew more together, and already knowing them was a big plus.
Yeah. Okay. I felt like very welcome to my small group. There's some of you like. I know you guys aren't always gonna be with like the people who you want to be in your small group, and like that's okay. Don't exclude them. Don't like treat them like, don't talk behind their back, because they might be going through something that you don't know about. Just make them welcome, and who knows, they might end up being your best friend one day. But yeah, like at the Bahamas, like Caroline just said, I felt like I felt like it was just like a really great time with my friends. I could like be myself, and I could just encourage my friends, and they could encourage me. It was just like a great time.
Thanks, guys. Okay, one more question. This is specifically for our 8th graders, okay? I'm gonna ask them, what made their 8th grade small group experience so special?
Again, definitely who I was with. But also realizing that it was my last year in middle school, and next year I'm gonna have to take it seriously. So I took advantage of having fun with my small group, but also in the Bahamas, definitely. That makes it so much more special because you're in a cabin for a week with those people and your leader, and you just get to see like more, like you're not always gonna be like so close. You see them for like 6.5 hours a day, like a day here, but then you're with them like 24 hours, even plus a week there. So that's what made it special, especially in the second semester, because I got to like get to know them more, and I already knew them, but like I get to like see like their behaviors. I get to see like how they live, and I get to see like what they learn, especially at the campfires. I got to see what like mattered to them most and how they dealt with Christ and how they dealt with their faith more deeply.
Okay. All right. I think what made my 8th grade so special is probably the environment I'm in. My small group leader, again, Mr. Yu, it was great being with him. Like most days we would just chill and have fun, play games, do whatever. And other days we would just we would actually sit down and have a conversation about life, and that would actually help me. The thing that made my 8th grade year special was just the environment I've been in, hanging around the right friends, hanging around the right people, glorifying the Lord through that, and yeah, it was really special to me.
All right, thank you, Charlie. Thank you, Caroline. They're amazing. So we love you guys. You are free. Yeah, you're good. You can leave the chairs there. But all right, we've got about 4 minutes left. So I have just a couple reminders for you guys. Here they are. You filled out your form. I told you that. The thing I forgot to tell you was that in addition to the lists being posted in the middle school hallways, they're also going to be posted on your Bible page. So look out for those next week on your Bible page. You will see your small groups next week as well. And I think that's it. Other than you must come to Homebase next week before we dismiss you to small groups. Okay, what we're gonna do really quick, I thought we would have more time for this, but I'm gonna give it 2 minutes. We're gonna have one of our 8th grade small group leaders come on down, and Miss Sherbikoff, everybody. She is going to, in like 2 minutes, tell us, we talked about the why do we do small groups, but I want you guys to hear from a leader. Why, Miss Sherbikoff, do you love being a small group leader?
Hi, everyone. So, in literally less than 2 minutes, time me. I love being a small group leader because, especially an 8th grade small group leader, you guys know I teach 6th and 7th grade, so a lot of the times I get to know you for a full year before I have you in my small group, so I feel like we skip the getting comfortable part, you know? And we're instantly like in a mode of like, I know I can trust you, and I know that like what we share is going to obviously be Christ-centered, but also it's going to be a situation and a conversation that constantly is pointing to Christ and allowing you guys to have an opportunity to talk about what you're going through. I love the vulnerability in small groups. I think every year I've had a small group that has truly just wanted to know Jesus more. And we did that through going to the Bahamas. So for my 8th graders, if you have me, we're gonna have the best time in the world. And we're going to, as all middle school and all like, you know, middle school small groups, but specifically 8th grade, when we get to go to the Bahamas, we get to serve Jesus alongside each other. We get to share the gospel, and we get to do ministry in a way that is different every single day and different than what you do here at school. So small groups is amazing because you are amazing. And I'm excited to see what the Lord is gonna do through our middle school small groups this year.
Awesome. Thanks, Ms. Sherbikoff. Let's give it up for all of our small group leaders. We love you guys so much, and we thank you for serving in this way. All right, guys, it's about the time to be dismissed. So be excited for groups next week. Be in prayer going into the weekend. We're praying over you guys, and we're praying for an awesome year of groups. So let's have 8th grade. 8th grade, go ahead, stand up. 8th grade, you can head out. Have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you on Monday.